Thank you all for being here. Is he wearing shorts? Yeah, I am, sorry. It was a pretty last-minute change that I'd be giving the sermon, said Josh today. My tooth really hurts a lot right now. I have toothache, so if I start cringing in the middle of the sermon, know that it's not you, it's me. Okay? So recently, I'm hoping that the Holy Spirit will come with me and just alleviate all my pain and my physical pain. Really sorry about that, but thank you for being here. The last 2 weeks have been really crazy for me, and I think a lot of people. It's been, this whole last week I was at a national leadership retreat in Las Vegas. But with the Blessing and Family Ministry is where I've been working for the last 5 years. And we had a retreat for all of the BFM family department people all over America, including matching supporters, BFM coordinators, locally, nationally, district-wide, sub-region. And this was really significant because this was the first time ever in our movement that we've had a national retreat for BFM. BFM has been known for being kind of pushed under the rug or not really the focus of our movement. Really, Tribe Messiahship has really been taking the front line. But this is something that was really inspiring because we received the funding to have a national retreat, and people were so inspired that it was happening. That we had 80 people from all over the nation come fly through their own means to get to Las Vegas. And I'm just going to go quickly over what we did. The retreat intention was for BFM leaders to connect with each other in a loving environment, gain inspiration, and take action to support families in their communities. So there's a lot of connection. One of the main points of this retreat was to connect with each other. These are all, by the way, matching advisors. I joined this ministry because I joined a matching advisor training about 8 years ago. And I became a matching advisor myself because these are some of the most selfless, loving, caring people. They're all here as volunteers. No one's getting paid to come here and network with each other and help people, families, individuals, candidates go through the matching process. And I love these people because they're so selfless in what they do. And that's kind of what drew me to them. This is Karen Rogers. Remember her? She's a North Carolina. Yeah. Lots of networking, yeah. Shared a lot of ideas, a lot of best practices. Chrysanthi Degodi is the BFM director, and she organized and coordinated this retreat together with the team. Mr. Motoyama from International Headquarters, International EFD, came, and he gave one talk on the second day, and the rest of the time he just listened to everyone's concerns, complaints, questions to International Headquarters. He was really present with everybody, so we were really. And at the end of the retreat, he was so moved by the American spirit and the way that we do things. You know, there's a lot of collaboration, a lot of connecting with each other. And he was really moved to tears to be able to listen to the American movement and members and what's going on in America. A lot of talking, getting to know each other. We went to the Red Rocks, watched some rocks. That's what you do. You go to the rocks. Yeah, group photos. Here's me, the baby, someone else's baby. The last day we spent more time. This is Mother's Day actually, so everyone got a rose. Sorry. So the outcomes of this retreat, each participant feels more connected with each other and the national family. Each subregion within the groups has been strengthened through their discussion on ways to support singles, couples, and families. Each participant gained inspiration, tools, and resources to expand their efforts with BFM locally and regionally. So, why am I sharing this? I didn't come here just to share a report on what happened. I went here because one reason is because I wanted to figure out, you know, I've been back here in North Carolina in the community for about a year now, and I've kind of been hiding my desire to help in the area of matching. specifically in the area of pornography education and awareness. Ooh. This is actually a presentation that I gave at the retreat. I talked about High Noon and the work that High Noon is doing. I'm working with High Noon. I've been doing so for about a year now. I've been doing their High Noon's back-end website marketing and online development. And this is the presentation that I gave. And I'm sharing this because, I'm sharing this because as a community and coming back from the BFM, the strong outcome from the BFM retreat was, okay, we realized that tribal messiahship is completely ineffective without taking care of our tribes and our families. You know, we have a history in our movement of being able to bring people in the door, but having them leave out the back door, and not really learning how to take care of them. So this is really the point of this retreat, is how can we as tribal messiahs effectively not only just make relationships and bring people to the blessing, not just give them holy wine, but take them through the steps of living a truly blessed life. And one of the ways that I believe we can live a blessed life is through living a high noon life, which is a life with no shadows, which is becoming a radiant, blessed couple. So, read that for a second. We had a retreat, a High Noon staff meeting a few weeks ago in Washington State, and we came up with a mission statement. This took all day for us to make a mission statement. So, the mission statement of High Noon is to empower men and women to be radiant, blessed spouses through sexual integrity training. Okay, what does that mean? A radiant, blessed spouse, and then we define what a radiant, blessed spouse, a radiant, blessed couple is. A radiant couple is a couple that is dynamic, deeply bonded through love and care, tremendously intimate, emotionally, physically, sexually. Living for the sake of each other, godly, divine, warm, and unyielding, they are fulfilled. They live to satisfy each other's needs and desires. They have blossomed as a true man and true woman. They are powerful and moved in the world as a manifestation of God. The man is a dedication, hold up! The man is a dedication to helping the woman become her best self. The woman is a commitment for the man to become his best self. Standing before them feels like standing before God. Beautifully unique, their relationship glows. It is overwhelmingly powerful and radiates unceasingly. Wait, full and not needing. They are givers. Heaven is created wherever they go and through whatever they do. God cries, God smiles, God laughs. God is intoxicated by them. All people want what they have. All creation submits to their love, and heaven flows through their perfected union. Aju to that. Give that a hand. This is the vision that our true parents and God has envisioned since the beginning of time. That couples and families live a life like this. They radiate love and happiness to people around them. It's not enough to just receive holy wine. It's not enough to just receive the blessing as individuals and couples. But we have to live a blessed life, and that's what the blessing is about. And what High Noon is doing through its ministry, what I believe is the closest thing right now to trying to manifest and realize what that is, to be a radiant, blessed couple and blessed family and blessed individual.
You want me to read? Benji?
Yeah. 1 second. So what High Noon International has been doing for the last few years, 3 years or 4 years, is they've been going around doing education about sexual integrity, pornography, education and awareness within our movement. Because as we know, our movement, we have a lot of issues in our families, but this is one thing that has stayed in the shadows for a very long time. And High Noon's mission is, one part of it is to try to bring it out of the shadows so that we're not chastising, we're not shaming anyone. We're just bringing it out of the shadows so we can have this conversation. So we've been doing education for the last few years, especially in Korea at the International Global Top Gun workshops, which is attended by thousands of high school and middle school students every year. And then we do surveys of those groups to ask them what their relationship with pornography is and their relationship with their parents. And this is what we found. If you could read that, that'd be great.
Porn survey of 1,000 GTGY participants. Men, 82% intentionally access porn in last 6 months. 68% access porn at least monthly. 34% access porn at least multiple times per week. That's for men. Women, 48% intentionally access porn in last 6 months. 31% access porn at least monthly, and 10% access porn at least multiple times per week.
Thank you, Shauna. Hey guys, welcome.
Alright.
So,
Oh yeah, what's GTG1?
G2 is Global Top Gun Youth. That's the workshop that we surveyed the people, the youth. So, we understand that pornography our culture is sexualized through pornography, and it's not a new thing, we know that. But it's always shocking to me to see this. These are the young men and women of our movement internationally. This is not just American or Korean or Japanese. This includes Southeast Asia, Europe, Africa. And it's always shocking to see that it's not always a male problem either. It's all obviously a female issue as well. And why does this matter? Of those who intentionally access pornography, 85% have never spoken with a parent. 66% have no one to help them quit. 77% believe porn is causing them harm. 74% believe it will have a negative impact on their blessing. Keeping in mind that these are our youth in our movement and the future leaders of our movement as well. And of those surveys, these are reflections that we received. I think this is the first time I'm going to talk about this. I feel so ashamed and I don't want to tell this to anyone, but I'm going to do it now because I know I have to face it. I'm a female, 20 years old, college student. Thank you for organizing this program. I have a dark story I've kept for a decade and need someone to help. Some of the surveys just said, I need help, please help. I believe one of the biggest things stopping me from the matching and blessing is because of this pornography addiction that I continuously struggle with. Now that's all grim and sad, and that's the reality. Would you agree that it's important to see that? Reality? Yes?
Yes.
So what are we doing about it? I'm really proud of what Hainun is doing, and really proud of these guys. This is Francis. This is a brother who has publicly shared his testimony, his experience with pornography recovery. He joined our Hainun's program called Ascend for 90 days. He joined a group call, and he's testifying, and now he's leading his own group. This is Gene.
Yeah, Gene.
I totally forgot he was in this slide. You know that guy?
Yeah.
This is Gene sharing his experience at the Hainun Summit 2017. This is Sungkuk Burns, a father of two and husband, who also shared his experience. This is Sungsun, a female, also shared it at IPEC 2 years ago. This is my brother Sammy sharing his experience at the Global Top Gun in Korea. This is Justin also sharing at Global Top Gun 2 years ago. This is Igu sharing her experience too. This is Josh Fontaine from Canada, who is now leading a group of his own, of young men who are seeking to gain sexual integrity. This is Robert Cunningham, also from Canada. You know who these are?
BC's, matched couple.
Oh, there's a these guys, right? Inside McCory. These are all the American couples that went to Korea last year for the blessing in September. August. And of these couples, 12 of them have graduated from Hainun's sexual integrity training program.
12 couples?
12 individuals. Please give that a big hand. So this is really the impact, and a lot of them are kind of, going through their own course right now and struggling, some more than others, and some have completely, have amazing relationships with their spouses. But the point is that they went into the blessing with no shadows, with a clean slate,
Yes.
in communication with their spouse about this dark secret that they had, and they're seeking help. And that's the point. They're working on it. They're living a life of Hainun, and that's something to really be proud of. So actions that we can take, all of these are free, except the last one.
All two.
All of them are free, except one.
Out of three.
You you can go to heinun.org and you can sign up just to stay connected with everything we're doing. You can sign up for the newsletter we send every week. You can become an accountability partner. It's a really free training thing if you want to be someone to receive training and be connected with other people who are helping individuals. How do you become someone who just like naturally can have a conversation about sexual integrity? How's your sex life? How's your relationship with pornography? If you want to be someone who can really help people in that area, you can take a free training and stay connected with us too. Heinun is a non-profit completely, so donations always go a long way. So we have a good amount of people who are donating monthly, like $10, $25, and it really goes a long way for the ministry. So the reason I wanted to share this, as well as the report from last week's BFM Leadership Retreat, is because personally, I have kind of been helping and supporting Heinun in the background. I did a group call once where I helped some young men, some young husbands with their relationship with pornography and with their spouses. And I'm really offering myself to the community now to support in any ways families, individuals, couples who want to support this ministry or need support for themselves with their own sexual integrity. So I'm putting myself out there for this and also for matching advising or support. I feel like those are two areas that I can really support right now, and really like to offer that to God and see how that can work here in our community, okay? So thank you everyone for listening to that. God bless you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you.